Hey everybody, Shana here with CA Bar Style. I wanted to tune in since I've been getting a lot of emails about a follow-up to what happened with the State Bar essay topic leak during the July 2019 exam. As a lot of you know, and a lot of my followers know, I got on the computer literally within 10 minutes of that email being sent out and tried to be a voice of some kind of reason as to what actually was going on. So, in the months since then, some things have been going on to make us further understand why the leak happened. And I wanted to tune in since I've been getting so many emails, like I said, from students wanting to know, has there been an update and how do I think the leak will impact the grading process? Well, let's start with actually that question. I do not believe that the leak is going to impact the grading process at all. I believe if you were well prepared and you knew your stuff, and I know there's going to be a lot of people going, yeah, if I had the topics, but way in advance, I would have been better prepared. But really, it's neither here nor there. I'm always a believer that if you are well prepared for the bar, then you can pass the bar. So I don't think personally, based on my experience, it is going to impact the grading that much for the July 2019 exam. If you have a different take on it, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. However, I wanted to really give you just the news in terms of what is going to be, if anything, an investigation into why the leak occurred and why we got this email a few days before the exam. So I'm reading from an article that I found online. It's from let's see, where's the source of this? courthousenews.com. And it was an article from the end of August 28th, 2019. It looks like the California Supreme Court, well, it doesn't look like, they have hired retired Justice Arthur Scotland and his law firm Nielsen Merksamer, I hope I pronounced that right, to probe the State Bar of California's leak of exam essay topics. So there is an investigation going on right now by Justice Arthur Scotland, who I believe is pretty prominent in the legal world. He was the chair of the Supreme Court. He chaired the Supreme Court. It says, excuse me, hold on a second. It was a chief investigator and a long history with the California Judicial Council, chaired by Supreme Court Chief Justice Tani Cantil Sagai. Okay, lots of names, but what do we know? They're being investigated. There's been a law firm that is leading this investigation, and it says, the High Court, that's the California Supreme Court, has vowed through an independent investigation into the leak after the topics were inadvertently disclosed in an email to a group of 16 law school deans just 5 days before the exam. Many of those deans are from correspondence or online-based law schools with low bar exam pass rates. So we already saw that list. The California State Bar released a list of the schools, the 16 schools and deans that received that information. That's no news to us. While the State Bar, it says, well, this was in a routine invitation to observe a grading session. The invitation typically goes out after the completion of the exam, said Donna Hershkowitz, who is the State Bar president, I believe. While the State Bar had no evidence the deans shared the topics with students, Hershkowitz said, out of an abundance of caution and fairness, the bar released the topics to everyone's schedule to take the exam. As you know from a previous video I made, there's no way that she could have known whether or not the leak happened and if the deans did disseminate the information to any one of their students. So that's my opinion on that. Now, for your purposes, those that are waiting on results and those that are planning on taking the exam or just want information on this, it says the State Bar will pay $60,000 for the probe, according to a copy of the contract provided by the Supreme Court. And it's anticipated that the investigation will be completed by early November, the latest. So for those of you taking Feb 2020 or July 2020, we will have answers from this investigation by November of 2019. So right now we're in end of September. It's only a little bit away. It said by the latest November. So we'll know your answers will be hopefully within the investigation brief or whatever they release, and we'll have some answers. So I just wanted to give a little news, not a reporter, but I wanted to give a little bit of update because I really don't see anything online from any other tutors or any other companies or any deans. No one is really talking about this. I mean, behind the scenes, lawyers are talking about it. A lot of friends of mine and I are talking about it, but it's kind of on the hush. I wanted you to know that the California Supreme Court is investigating. There's a lawyer out investigating per a law firm that was hired, and we should have some answers soon. So I'll do another follow-up video as to that soon. But again, and I really just want to leave on this note, if you are well prepared, don't be scared to take the exam. You went to law school, you spent all that money and time, and you deserve to prepare well and put this exam behind you. Don't let this leak be a deterrent. Don't let it dissuade you. Don't even let it impact your mood. You can still prepare well and pass this exam. But of course, you do have a right as an applicant to know what happened here. So it looks like we'll get some answers soon. Have a good one. As always, feel free to email or post comments below, and I will answer accordingly. Have a great day.